Hello, this is Dr. Garret Castleberry, Associate Professor and Program Director of Communication, Media, and Ethics at Mid-America Christian University. I'm here with a guest interviewee preview for COM 4603, Creating Social Media Presence and Cultural Movements. Each week in this course, we emphasize strategic networking and sharpening our interviewing skills by bringing in hosting guests in our classroom experience, because this course is running online and in a virtual condition, often asynchronously. We will exchange information back and forth to facilitate all of the steps that will get us ready to entertain an interview with a guest working professional today. And so before students can begin drafting their initial questions for our speakers, they need to know who is coming in. And so the purpose of these videos is to provide that information in advance so that students have directionality for their question writing. All right, and so allow me to preview our upcoming speaker in this course. Our week one interviewee for this course will be Lindsay Jones, and I'm going to take just a quick minute to talk about Lindsay's educational background and then preview some of her growing professional experience before finishing with some job descriptions and job titles, so that you will have a stronger understanding of how to frame your questions as students, as interviewees for each of our guests. Ms. Jones graduated from the University of Oklahoma with a communication degree, ding, 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 and then parlayed that into a master's program at the University of North Texas. Now, just because she graduated initially with communication doesn't necessarily mean that she had to follow that specific narrow path in continuing. And in fact, at the University of North Texas, Lindsay majored in, received her master's in public administration. During her time at North Texas, she also gained experience, was president of student government, interned with the City of Denton Fire Department, and then gained very impressive experience grant writing for the local fire department. So an impressive amount of managerial experience, which fits into her career path, which is in emergency management and those types of services. So using that public administration degree, Lindsay then was able to settle in on a quote-unquote dream job, at least for at that point in her life, to work for the Oklahoma State Department of Health. And so she aided such cities as Moore, Oklahoma, as well as Norman, and engaged in a number of important areas of development there, including, I'm going to read here, managing a mass immunization prophylaxis strategy for the 5-county jurisdiction, coordinated and trained deployment for over 800 Oklahoma Medical Reserve Corps volunteers, and sustained relationships with stakeholders on matters of public health response. So tying into that emergency management sector. But just as she was gaining crucial early career experiences, a new opportunity opened up, even larger chance to grow at her craft. And so Ms. Jones has relocated to Atlanta, Georgia, where she now works at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, where she serves as the Emergency Management Program Manager. All right, and these tasks include overseeing development, review, and maintenance of emergency plans for the airport. By the way, folks, have you all been to the International Airport in Atlanta? It's one of the largest in the world. She maintains readiness through knowledge and equipment and operating procedures. So I'm sure this toggles between like dealing with people, but also technical writing. I'm seeing each of these kinds of skill sets coming out in these descriptions. We're thinking questions, the direction we can take them. She also compiles research and performs timely information analyses to increase situational awareness throughout the incidents. Not only is that vital information to help an enormous corporate business or corporate sector like an international airport function, let alone thrive, guess what, folks? She began that position in February 2020. Has anything happened since February 2020 that could have increased or heightened security measures? Yeah, we are still coming out of a global pandemic. And so I think this is a perfect opportunity to insert some strategic questioning to help help us understand and learn about how she navigates those types of challenges in that work, in those work conditions. I'm fascinated to know. I think there's a lot out there for us to learn about through these. But wait, there's more. Atlanta had a soft spot, right? We'll just put it that way for Miss Jones, because for years she had been volunteering to help organize a pretty significantly sized anime type convention, Dragon Con, world-renowned convention in the Atlanta area. And so here's someone that develops some interpersonal networking skills at a grassroots, at a volunteer level, but then continues to find ways to build that into her professional resume. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough, in addition to the BA in communication, the MA in public administration, Ms. Jones is now working on a doctorate of science in emergency management from Jacksonville State University. Folks, this is going to be a great opportunity to hear about some real world operational values at stake today from our first guest interviewee in COM 4603, Miss Lindsay Jones, our course, Creating Social Media Presence and Cultural Movements.